Hey there. So, are you dreaming about taking the family to see the iconic Pink Castle for the very first time? Well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to dive into everything you need to know to plan that perfect first trip to Disneyland Paris, specifically for 2026. I mean, it's probably already been on your mind, right? Thinking about the autographs, the parades, seeing your kids' faces just completely light up. It's amazing. But yeah, the planning part, it can feel like a lot. But don't worry though, we're going to break it all down for you step by step. And let me tell you, if you've been waiting for just the right time to go, this is it. 2026 is the year. Seriously, the park is getting its biggest makeover ever. And trust me, you are going to want to be there for it. Okay, let's get right into it. What is the big deal about 2026? Well, the main reason is something huge, something brand new, and something that people have been waiting on for what feels like forever. Yep, it's the world of Frozen. And this is not just a new ride we're talking about. No way. This is an entire, fully immersive new land. It's opening in the park that's been renamed Disney Adventure World, and it's a complete game changer for the whole resort. And just look at what they're packing into this new land. We're talking a full-on Arendelle-inspired village built around a lake, a new family-friendly boat ride, and Elsa's ice castle, 36 metres tall. That is massive. Plus, you know all the new places to shop, eat, and meet Anna, Elsa, Olaf. Now, here's a little pro tip for you. The grand opening is going to be absolutely bonkers, so you're probably going to want to plan your visit for late May or June onwards. You'll get to see everything, but with just a little bit more breathing room, you know? So, you're sold. You go in 2026. Fantastic. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. How are you going to get there? Where you should stay? For anyone coming from the UK, you've pretty much got three options. Driving is definitely the cheapest, and you have total freedom with your luggage. But it's a long day, and you've got to factor in about €50 for the tolls, 25 each way. The train as well, it's amazing. It literally drops you right at the front gate, stress-free. But it is pricier, and flying is great if you want to tack on a few extra days in Paris. But honestly, airports and transfers with kids, it can be a bit of a hassle. So you've arrived. The next big question is, where do you want to stay? Staying at an on-site Disney hotel is a huge part of the magic. So let's break down your options. Let's run through them real quick. If you're on a budget, Santa Fe is your go-to with its super fun Cars theme. If you've got toddlers, they'll lose their minds for the Toy Story theme at Cheyenne. And as you move up in price, you've got the gorgeous Newport Bay Club for pool lovers and the Art of Marvel for the superhero fans. But if this is a huge once-in-a-lifetime trip, the newly refurbished Disneyland Hotel is pure royal luxury. But hold on, here's another great tip. Don't sleep on the partner hotels. They're just a short, free shuttle ride away, and they can be like half the price. Seriously, places like the Explorers Hotel have their own cool themes. That one is pirate themed, and some even have like little kitchens, which can be an absolute lifesaver for families on a budget. Alright, we've covered the why and the how. Now let's talk about the when. And honestly, timing your trip is going to be absolutely crucial for balancing the crowds, the weather, and your wallet. So when is the sweet spot? Well, May and June are fantastic. You get the great weather before the big summer crowds head there. September's also lovely with fewer queues. If you're all about Christmas, November and December are absolute pure magic. But just be ready for busy weekends, and for the lowest prices, January to March is your window. Make sure to pack warm clothes, try to avoid the school holidays and the peak summer heat, if you can help it. And now for the best part, you're in the park. What should be on your absolute must-do list, especially with younger kids? Well, let's get into it. For families with toddlers, these are your go-tos. The classics, like It's a Small World, Peter Pan's Flight are just pure magic. Dumbo's another one, and you can't miss Ratatouille, that fantastic 4D adventure. And Spider-Man is super interactive and is an absolute blast for everyone, even if you just wave your arms around in circles. Now let's talk about the food, because let's be real, it can get expensive fast. So the three simple hacks. Number one, bring your own snacks and water bottles. It's totally allowed to eat at off-peak times like before noon or after 2 p.m. to skip the mad rush. And 3, for cheaper meals, head to Disney Village for options like the Earl of Sandwich. Beyond the ride, the live entertainment is what makes Disney so special. You have to see the daytime parade, and you absolutely cannot miss the nighttime fireworks Disney show Disney Dreams. Oh, and here's a great tip. Bring an autograph book and a big chunky pen for your toddler. The characters love it and it makes the absolute best souvenir. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the cost. Seeing it all broken down can make it feel so much more achievable and really help you plan with confidence. So a typical 3-night trip for a family of 3 comes in at around £1,600. Now that number might sound big, but let's see how it breaks down. Breaking it down, the biggest chunk is your accommodation, at around £600, followed by your park tickets. Travel, food and souvenirs make up smaller pieces of the pie. Seeing it split like this can really help see where you can make some savings, choosing a partner hotel or bring in more of your own snacks. And finally, before you go, let's run through a quick fire checklist. Make sure you've got your tickets and your documents, your water bottles and a power bank for your phone. You'll be using that up a lot. A pushchair is an absolute non-negotiable for tired little legs and layers for the evening. Fireworks are a must. So after all that planning, the only question left is, are you ready? Ready to see the castle, to meet Mickey, and to just watch your family experience that one-of-a-kind Disney magic? I really hope this breakdown has helped you feel excited and prepared for your first family trip. For more guides that make big topics easy to understand, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.